guys, it's Parris. Welcome back to my channel, and today I wanted to talk to you guys about just how important it is to support the authors that you love and support the authors, artists, whatever, the creatives' work that you love. A recent tweet of mine kind of blew up. My terms of blew up, not probably your terms of blew up, but it kind of blew up, and it was about black vampires being on TV and movies and stuff more. And I quote retweeted it and said that I agree that I want more, that I would want my vampires, my books to get an HBO series, a Netflix series, or some other type of a movie series or something. But with this comes not just Twitter. A Twitter retweet won't do it, unless it gets a million retweets, and then even then there has to be consistent engagement and a consistent buys. Like the money has to be there to show the movie studios and your publisher that these books are in demand and there is a real market for this type of product. Now, I was flattered and I loved so much that you guys jumped on that tweet, and I think you guys are still jumping on it now, and you guys loved it so much, and I just think it's awesome that that was a thing that happened. But also I want to just be realistic about how we can get there. I just did a live stream talking to a few people about how we could even go there, and I talked about my books a lot more, and I talked about just a bunch of things, but mostly it's just tweeting is great, but as its own marketing machine, it's contained in its own bubble. If that sort of enthusiasm for my books was expressed in the sales and the reviews, and it was talked about on Facebook and Tumblr and Goodreads and all these other sites to such high acclaim, then we could start talking about an actual movie being done, or I could start pitching to movie studios or what have you. But as of right now, that's just not possible. And it's not a bad thing that's not possible. It's just I want us to be realistic about how we engage with arts, because these tweets I see saying, oh my gosh, yeah, you can do that, I'll be here when it happens. You can't just tell someone that you'll be there when it happens. You have to help be the driving force to make the thing happen. It's like you're just jumping in on the hype train without even knowing what anything's about, and you're just saying, oh yeah, like, you know, other people seem to like your stuff, so I'm just gonna jump on this hype train and say that, like, I like it too if I can just watch it in the movie or not read the book about it, which is fine, but I think it's just a bit disingenuous. I'm not knocking anyone who liked that post or engaged with it or tweeted it or whatever they did with that tweet, but just it's kind of like a slap in the face to me, because it's like people almost every day are telling me how much they want to read my books and how much they want to support me and how much they want to support my Patreon, and they want to do this when they have time. My advice is don't tell a creator that you want to when. And I'm not knocking people who have already done this, you didn't know, but it is kind of like I have to sit there now and I have to be like, oh my gosh, thank you so much for wanting to support me and wanting to buy my books and wanting to, like, it's cool, like, it's great that you want to support me, but wanting to support me doesn't actually help the support be there, if that makes sense. You shouldn't tell a creator, I want to support you, I want to buy this, I want to do that, I'm going to commission you, I want to do that. I did that recently to the person who commissioned my art here, and I was like, I'll be able to commission you on Friday when I get paid. And then I said, screw it, I have the money now. What's gonna change between Friday and now? Screw it. I shouldn't tell this girl that I'm gonna commission her when, and that I really want to commission her because her work is so good, when I could just commission her right now and actually put money in her pocket and support her. And then I tipped her on top of it. That's how you show your support. You don't just say, I want. Don't actually say you want until you have the funds to actually support the creator in the way that it matters, money. Because without the actual engagement, the monetary engagement, all the social media engagement doesn't equal anything. It just equals clicks. It doesn't actually equal money for the creator unless it's to the direct Patreon, or unless you're supporting their live stream and you're paying, you're giving them their tips on live stream, or the video, you're watching their videos and their videos are already monetized. That's the only way that they make any money, unless they get like ad revenue and stuff. But to sit there and do this kind of pseudo supporting is just not a good way to do this creator audience relationship, which I talked about in a previous video. I don't want to sit here and say that like anyone's terrible for not doing this. If you don't have the funds and you want to support support, there's no problem with saying that. Just understand how it might come off to a creator itself. You don't want to say, I can definitely do this later on when I have more money, because for me as a creator, I'm going to be kind of like side-eyeing you, kind of seeing, okay, so when are you going to have the money to support me? Like, you should have just kept your mouth shut and just let me go on with living my life without even knowing that you were going to support me. And it should have been surprised when you did support me, because that's better. It's more authentic that way than just saying, oh, I want to do this, because like it's like you're saying it for woke points, and you shouldn't be doing that. You should be putting your money where your mouth is, literally. If you're thinking, I want to buy this book, I want to read this book, my books are ebooks. They're really cheap to get. I don't control the price, unfortunately. So don't come to me and ask for a discount, because I cannot give you one. My publisher sets the price. That's what it is. If my physical books are sold out anywhere, please get the ebook. And if you want to later on down the line get the physical books when they're available, please do so if you want to. But my books are always available. So saying I want to buy it when doesn't really help. And if you have a preference for physical over ebook, that's totally fine. But again, keep it to yourself. Don't say, oh, the ebook's available, but I'm gonna wait until I get the physical. Just get it when you can get it. That's perfectly fine. And then please, for the love of everything that is unholy, leave a review somewhere, anywhere. Just please leave a review on Amazon, Goodreads, anywhere, but BarnesandNoble.com, anywhere that helps people see that people are reading this book and they like it or they hate it. Just any type of review. I don't care. Just any review, because the non-reviews don't help. My first book has been out since 2016. I need a lot more reviews than I have in order to drum up to get that interest to where it should be. People are telling me now that they love my books and they're reading it, and that's fantastic, but I'm not seeing this reflected in the reviews and in the engagement on social media. And I figure it's because my books are not good enough or something. I don't know. But my general thing is just put your money where your mouth is and support what you can support when you can support it. That's it. It's great to tell the creator that you want to support them when, and you have a plan to, and you set your budget and you have a monetary fund and all that stuff. That's fantastic, but it doesn't really mean anything unless the money is there and the money is put into the thing that you want to support. So that's why the tweet regarding the books being made into a movie or Netflix show or HBO show is kind of like bittersweet to me, because it's like, okay, so there are these people I have a market for people who want black vampires, dragons, giants, mermaids, etc. But the monetary engagement is not there to justify this being a movie or a show or anything. People want to support what they want to support when it's already success, and that's just not how you help the small creators like myself. This is just like a check-in to just let you guys know what actual people have to face when they see those tweets, and they actually want your support through whatever way you can give it. But tweeting about it on social media in that way, or saying, oh yeah, whenever you get it ready, I'll watch it, that's kind of not really helping the situation. Something helpful you can say is, where can I buy the book? I'll happily link it. I did that for someone in that tweet. But yeah, everything else is just it's not gonna cut it, unfortunately, in this day and age. I know we're all tight on funds, we're all tight on money and stuff. My books have tons of, you can read the free snippets. I have the full first chapter up on my website of the first book. These are all readily available things. The first book is available as an ebook for just $1 Patreon on my Patreon tier. I make my books as accessible as possible, but the goal has always been to have more, to have the HBO show, to have that Netflix show. I've always wanted that. So if this is something you guys are serious about and you really like my books, you really read them, you really want to leave nice reviews or bad reviews, you really want to like tell me what you actually think about them, then I am all for us doing the full push to get this, to try to get this Netflix whatever started. If not, then I'll just go on and live my life as normal. But this tweet has really shown me that there is a market for it, but there just has to be more of a reach not globally, but a reach in some type of real way, monetary way, for this to mean anything down the line, rather than just a feel good, oh yeah, that'd be a really cool idea. Well, it can be a really cool idea. It can be an actual thing if we actually put our money where our mouth is. And that's all I have to say about that. So the live stream should be finished processing in 24 hours. It should, I mean, it might be up sooner. And then I'll do more videos later on throughout the week. I'm gonna be playing some video games, and I'm going to be talking about some goth bands, I think, and talking more about books, I guess. I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do, but thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.